Hi again, Stephen Lisa Stone from Ray White in Parnell, and this week, as promised, we're going to talk to you about how to bid at auction. Take it away.
Yes, we are. So, number one, obviously we said last week you've got to have your finance sorted. Remember, auctions are cash unconditional, so that means you've got to have your finance sorted. You can't bid if you can't buy.
Absolutely. So I guess that for me, I think the very first thing is you've got to be confident. You want to turn up there and you need to know that if you're going as a couple, even if you're going by yourself, that you've got a figure in mind that you won't go above. Have all of that conversation done the night before, turn up, be confident and ready to bid.
And if you are at an on-site auction, then try and make a point of going and talking to the auctioneer. It often helps just to build a little bit of rapport. It's a little bit less frightening when it comes down to it.
Yep. And so, bidding techniques. Everybody has their own bidding techniques. Some of the ones that we think that work. If you're going to bid, don't be afraid to start high. You know, if you're at a property and it's going for 800,000, don't start at 500,000. If you're the first bidder, go high. And what you'll do is you'll probably knock out some of the competition before they've even started.
Yeah, absolutely. And go along with a figure in mind. I mean, that's a no-brainer, obviously. You don't go along thinking I'll spend anything. But try not to stick to a round number. Maybe go, well, 900, maybe I'll go to 905. And because a lot of people put a number, like a round number like that in their heads and won't go any further. Go at 905. Just make sure that you've really thought through what you'd think if you don't get it for $5,000 more, you know, if you lose it.
So, and when you're bidding, if a bidding's going in lots of 2,000s, maybe mix it up a bit, make it a 5, make it a 10. Just change your bidding around. It's all about being confident and making sure that you let the other bidders know that you're serious and that you actually intend owning the property.
Yeah, and that's probably about it. Just remember that you're going to have to pay a 10% deposit on the fall of the hammer, and if you're the top bidder, you own it. And I guess one other thing here, isn't it great? One other thing is if it doesn't quite get to reserve, it is often best to be the last high bidder, because you will on many occasions you'll get the opportunity to see the reserve and actually get the opportunity to negotiate with the vendor as the last highest bidder. Not always, but very often.
Yeah. So there's lots to talk about in terms of bidding at auction, and we just want to keep this short and we've covered as much as we can. If you have, like every other week, if you've got any questions, leave us a comment, drop us an email. Happy to help.
Thank you.